Good morning, everyone. Today is the 21st day of Sivan, and it's a beautiful Tuesday morning, page 71 in the Chayenu. We continue in chapter 7, Shara Yichud V'Emunah. In today's lesson, we're talking about how Hashem is completely above time and space, but he's also very much in time and space if he's in this world. How does that line up? Only God could do that. In today's lesson, in contrast to the previous approach, when transcendent godliness, Havaya, lowers and clothes itself within Malchus, which is Adnus, which powers existence as we know it, and permeates time and space, this is Yehuda Tato. Yehuda Tato is the lower level of unity of God and creation. So Yehuda Allah is the higher level, which we talked about yesterday. Even though God is above time and space, nevertheless, nevertheless, he's also found here in this world, within time and space. Even as time and space, meaning the dimension that constitutes the world, exists in their own eyes as independent entities. Even from our perspective, God exists in the world within time and space. You could say, oh, our viewpoint is just an illusion and God is the true reality. No, Hashem wants us to recognize that he exists even in our world, in our understanding of the world. Tahainu. It is Hashem unites with his attributes of Malchus, from which space and time are derived and come into existence. So this refers to Malchus, kingship, after its descent through the various tzimtzumim, the various contractions. However, even this level of Malchus is united with Hashem. Thus Hashem, who transcends time and space, is also found within time and space. Don't shake your head as if you understand. It's impossible to understand. It's very difficult to understand. But the reason created beings are unable to perceive Hashem is that Malchus conceals his presence. They thus regard themselves as possessing independent existence, subject to the limitations and divisions of time and space. And this is the lower level of unity of Hashem. In this state, created beings are not totally nullified in relation to their source, the attribute of Malchus, in as much as it allows them to be aware of their own existence. Shilov, Havaya, Ba'adnus Baruch Hu, the meaning the intertwining of the letters of the name Havaya within the letters of Adnus. In this instance, the divine name Havaya is intertwined and vested within the name of Adnus, meaning Havaya, that Yud Kei Vav Kei, is concealed and submerged, while Adnus is revealed and predominant, allowing for the creation of time and space. Tahainu. Hashem's essence and being, which is called by the name Ein Sof, the infinite one, completely fills the earth, the entire earth, temporally and spatially. So time and space. For in the heavens and below, and heavens above and the earth below, and in all four directions, everything everything is equally permeated by HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the light of Hashem. So you think about Gan Eden, Olam Haba, those are holy spiritual places. I'm sure God's much more there. No, God's everywhere equally. Everywhere equally. The only difference is us. Hashem conceals himself so that we don't see him, that we can have this feeling of independency. For everything, including heavens and earth, is within the dimension of space, which is utterly nullified in the light of Hashem. Similar to a ray of the sun within the sun. And we could poke holes in that mashal, but you think to yourself, oh, for the sky, there's no space, it just goes on forever. No, but that itself is a space. So for everything that there is, wherever it is, and whenever it is, it's filled with God. Which Hashem clothes himself in it through the attributes of Malchus that's united with him. So in relation to the Ein Sof light, which totally transcends time and space, there exists no difference between heaven and earth. Hashem is found equally in heaven and in earth. So if this is the case, why are time and space not totally nullified? Rak, it's a good question. They are not nullified because Hashem's attribute of Malchus is the attribute of Tzimtzum and concealment, whose function is to hide the Ein Sof, the light, hide the light, so that the light will not be perceived by us and all created beings. If Hashem wasn't concealed, the existence of time and space would be completely nullified, and there would be no dimension of time and space whatsoever, even for this lower world. Meaning, it's only because of the tzimtzum, the concealment affected by Malchus, that time and space exists. For who? For what? For this world, for created beings. So again, it's just a matter of from which angle, which perspective we're looking. You might not see the world from Hashem's lenses, that the world is nothing but godliness. Your human lens might see a world of limitation and fragmentation. Yet God is capable of diminishing his creativity and his creative energy to express himself in definition, limitation, and finitude. That is a paradox that's just about impossible for us to wrap our heads around. But this is the Metzias, and we thank the Alter Rebbe and the Tanya for laying it out so that we can try to have some form of relationship to understanding this sugya. We'll continue tomorrow. Have a good day. Thanks.